What is good, everybody? I really hope you guys are having a good one. So today's video wanted to really explain my short videos that I've been making. Before I get any accusations, this is not a channel to promote Eurocentrist or any type of supremacy, because I know there's been similar videos promoting Western culture, European, or any type of supremacy. I'm not like that at all. The reason you keep seeing European architecture, Europe has been the continent that I visited, had the pleasure to visit, experience the culture from the eastern parts of Europe to the western parts. It's a beautiful continent. I'm not going to deny. I think the best architecture that I've seen is from Europe. The reason I created these short videos, it's mostly for all types of men. I haven't had the chance to go to other parts of the world like Asia, Africa, Middle East. I only been to one Latin American country, which is my parents' home country, but I never got to visit the historical or the past empires, structures. But usually, the reason I'm making these short videos, it's to re-inspire men. I know a lot of men are really going through a lot of difficulties in getting the motivation. Sometimes we're expecting someone else to come save us, but that's not the reality of the truth. The truth is we have to really inspire ourselves. Your parents can't really do much for you anymore. Once you're already past 18 years old, your parents are going to do the bare minimum to get you on your feet, because your parents already have their agenda, they have their lives planned out. They don't have the energy anymore to really invest in you. So this is why these past trips that I went to Europe really motivate me. I got to see what men could do in the past without technology, or if that's the case of history. We don't even know how they were built or how they even do it. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of theories, but I don't really fully based off their theories. I just believe men were very creative back in the day. Once you learn to find that creativity or that enthusiasm to really achieve your goals, you do whatever it takes. Not just whatever, really having a desire, a passion, you end up doing things that you never thought you could. So this is what made me motivated to even make these short videos. It's to really wake up younger men, or wake up men my age, to really acknowledge that we don't really need a lot of motivation. It's just we got to put our minds to work. We got to start to really get off our asses, not put a lot of blame for everybody. Sometimes us men, we like to put blame on women or other people in general, and sometimes it's just us that are, we put the blame on others, but we don't do anything for ourselves. We just complain, we just point the fingers, but we don't really try to do anything or try to create something important for ourselves, our legacy. This is why I don't really get inspired. I don't put a lot of tributes to, even my family's contribution when it came to building businesses or doing something for society. I haven't done anything. I just was part of it, but I was just, like, for an example, my parents business, that's my parents' legacy, that's not mine. I was part of it, but usually I didn't start anything. I just work. I was just an employee. I really have to start making my own legacy, which is something I created out of my own cash, out of my own ideas, and I can really say that's a tribute. But when it comes to remembering the past, it's good to get inspired, but at the same time, I don't try to put my ancestors' contributions as my own legacy. So when I put these videos, it's just to get a little inspiration, but at the same time, when it comes to the Romans, because basically my grandparents came from Spain before moving to Latin America, I don't put their contributions as a legacy of mine. It's just an inspiration. So usually people might get the wrong idea of these videos. Yes, I think Western society is one of the best societies that I ever seen, but I'm not trying to promote supremacy of Western culture or anything like that. I'm just trying to really put a little history videos or a little bit of architecture